Hey, this is Time Bomb, and if it's your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button to catch all the updates. Thank you for joining me today in another Madden 19 video. Today I'm breaking down a defense that I like to use. It's not an every down kind of play. It's used sparingly against, two wideouts usually when I see those on the field, and I think more like running situations. That's when I'm going to use this defense, and it can get pressure, and the coverage is okay on it because the pressure gets in there good before the routes can really develop. The heat's going to get in there. So this is out of the 3-4 book, out of the solid here. I'm talking about the Strike Spy 2. Now, I'm going to have, I'm going to do a random play here just to start out and show up the setup here. First thing you're going to do is hit the left bumper and then hit the left stick to the right to spread the line to this side of the field as you're looking at it right. Then the next thing you're going to do is hit the right bumper and shift the linebackers to the left. That's going to give you this look here where they're spread out. You're now also going to double tap the Y button and then hit Y and up on the right stick. Now you're going to put this into your safety into man coverage. So I always pick the furthest man on the side here, X. So he's going to cover him. Then I double tap Y, hit X again, and cover the next man over here in the slot. Or if there was only one wide receiver on the side, I would cover the halfback. So it's that wide out here in this situation, so the Y is what I'm going to cover. Now, like I said, I normally would not call this defense against 4 wideouts like this, but the pressure is actually going to get in there pretty good, so I can kind of show an example. So if I was in this defense and I wouldn't want to try it out, especially online, this is kind of a meta play, having 3 guys on that side. You'd probably be looking for some sort of crossers or something. So I would put the other safety to man up Jones here. So I would double tap Y again, hit A, up on the right stick, and select A, who I'm going to be manning up. So the next thing I want to do is to put the defensive line into a contain blitz. So you're going to hold down the left trigger and then the right bumper at the same time. And that's going to put them, into this contain blitz. They're going to get in there a lot quicker. If you do have the time, you can actually move this man right down there, and that will just give him a little bit, get him in there a little bit quicker blitzing. You're going to use the vert hook on the right side of the field here. This man, you're going to use her over there, and you should be just looking at Gronkowski. If he's going to get over top, you'll need to cover that because everything else is pretty much covered on everywhere else on the field. You see they do go for him because that was the only look that they had, and quickly it's broken up in that soft squat there. Okay, so this is also something we might see 4 wideouts, but probably again something crosser. So same thing, I'm going to shift to the left and the linebackers to the other side, and I'm going to man up X on Y, man up the safety Y on X. See, there's the look. Now in this kind of case here where we've got 2 guys on that side, I'm going to leave the deep safety and the soft squat and just switch to a contain. Oh shoot, I got messed up. Switch to a contain. Yeah, we got the contain. I just want them that way. And you can also defend the sticks as well anytime you think they might be passing. So let's see how the heat gets in here on this situation. Over, watching the middle. Oh, he doesn't make the pass, but it only picks up about 5 yards. It should be able to contain in that situation then. To the left. Got another heavy passing situation here. The contain blitz on, and I got my user. Okay, we're good to go. I feel like we can cover this. I'm just looking for Gronkowski. I'm worried about him getting over top generally. Everything. Oh, whoops. We messed up Brown's manning up there. Okay. Over to that side of the field. They do make that play, but they aren't able to get anything afterwards. Basically just kind of got too intense there, I think, and all that coverage over on that side of the field. Up, put it into a contain, and boom, we're ready to go. See, it's pretty fast. You can get that in pretty easily in 7 seconds. That was my responsibility. Oh wow, I almost broke free there. That was my responsibility, not the best user, but you can see I was right in the area to basically make the play. That's all I'm gonna do is just run over there off the snap of the ball. Oh, and in his way. And I don't know if you know, so here, oh how weird. Here I'm using Here I'm manning up our safety on Brown, the wide receiver, and I'm manning up Gurley with the cornerback. It's the way I always like to run this, basically, when I am doing it. Got them in the contain blitz, and I'm going to be using over to the right side of the field here. Just, you can see, I might come over to the left a little bit here with this tight end off the start, just to make sure he doesn't throw it to him right over the middle of the field, but then pass him off to the other hook zone on the other side of the field. So he's going towards the coverage. I maybe needed to stay a little tighter with him. I was anticipating him moving more to the middle there, and he was able to fit it in. Really been able to get much heat in there. See, something like this, you can also blitz the other middle linebacker and get some extra heat going in there. Yeah, just like that. So you've got just an extra man heading in. Let me see their contains. Yeah, we're good to go here. So I'm going to be just looking more over the middle of the field. Oh, knock down that ball just like that. So I want to see this more against the run, actually, specifically. Let me just show that. Get into the strike spy again. And let's see something. Some sort of a stretch play is what we see be pretty successful this year. I think generally stretches are probably the best run. Let me go by play type. Not too many stretches in this book. Okay, this will work though. We kind of just show it. Contains. See, oh, wow, makes a nice play, but we've got a bunch of guys in there, second level, and you're able to just get over there with your user and shoot the gap very quickly, I find. Oh, there he is able to cover the CB. He does break free. Wow, breaking tackles. Look at all those tackles he's broken. But easy we are stopped. They're not able to get these blocks through. They're getting sheds. They're going to be able to basically break through that first level of defense that's going to come from that block, from those blockers. And yeah, so I find this defense is great for against the run. I use it a lot in tandem with my cover 4, and see, boom, again, we're just basically stopping him in the backfield. He's just breaking some of these tackles. That's the only way. It takes like 3 broken tackles to get to some open field against this defense. This is where it truly shines. Whether you put the contains against the run on there or not, it's going to be able to stop them. I prefer to have the contains more. Oh, wow. Makes that move, but still, we're able to stop them in the backfield. See, this is where this defense, I think, truly shines, is stopping the run, and if they do make the mistake of trying to pass against this defense with only the 2 wideouts, and they only have like 3 routes running, you're going to get a pick or you're going to get a sack, because there's not going to be a good read for them at all. It's going to get in there super quick, just like this. See, they can't stop the run. Let's go into kind of like a 2-set to pass against here. I'm going to put them in something. Play action, you're going to get the sack, definitely. Play action is so... oh, shit. I did like a random play for me. Okay. Time out. Whoa. Let's go back there. Get into our strike spy. Now, against us... yeah. The ace works, but let me use this. Yeah, something like this will be good to show against. All right, so shift there. Brown is getting manned up by the safety. Jones is going to get manned up by the CB. We've got them shifted over. We're going to put contains on the field. You can also go with a cloud rather than the soft squat, depending what you prefer. I think, even in this situation, I am not too worried about the right side of the field. I would almost consider blitzing the CB in here, but we're going to leave him in a cloud flat for now just to show it. Okay, let's see the snap of the ball. Coverage, see where... Oh, wow. Where's my... I was holding Y there. I can't believe he didn't make a play. It is on you to make that user for sure. Maybe that's the better call, actually. Oh, shoot. Manned up B. Yeah, okay, so we got manned up. Do contains. you can, maybe manning up Gronkowski in this situation might be good because you got two dangerous tight ends on the field here, Gronk and Kelsey. So I'm going to be watching Kelsey, and I just manned up Gronk. Mix them up, you see you get that great coverage if they do try to throw against these two set and you have them manned up. It's really tough to throw against. I think it doesn't really matter if I had Gronk manned up or not, because I couldn't really get over there to cover him as well as I would like against this play. I'm doing that cloud though, and the contains are on the field. All right, let's go. You can even get in here and hover too to make this, just get the heat in there a little bit more as well. That hook zone on the left side of the field is huge if they do try to throw there. We're getting great coverage. Oh, they're going to the right. Heat gets in there, and we get the sack. So this is definitely a play that I've loved using lately. Also have this gameplay footage using this play as well. Like I said, we got 2 against us, and boom, it's going to get in there quick and stop the run. It works to the left side or the right side of the field. You can do it both ways. Again, here he's going up the middle, going to get the sheds, going to get the stops. They try to make, short passes generally touring it. Look at this, how quickly he gets it, gets that forced fumble, gets the ball. Like I said, and we saw in practice mode, those short passes too are actually really tough to complete against this defense, right? Like we see here, I've got them manned up on the wideout, and the way that I have them cross-manned as well makes it kind of tough as the reads look open. He tries to go to the other side of the field, knock that one loose. We see here, it looks like a lot like halfback wheel. He puts it over the middle, but ends up overthrowing his target there on that left corner route, that post route over the middle. Again, play action. It's so tough. Like, he still gets the time, but looking over the middle of the field, we're able to not get some contact on him, knock that ball loose. And it was a tight window. He didn't have much room to make that throw. Here, wasn't able to get the shift over, it looks like. Just kind of sitting right over the line with my user. And we've got the opposite side of the field manned up here, I noticed, and still have that hook zone just sitting right there, though, and he's just going to grab that ball and just slowly gallop into the end zone. Here we can see I have it flipped over because they've got 3 wide on the field. So I got those 2 hook zones in the middle, though, just kind of looking over. They do a great job staying with a lot of those routes, and again, just look at the play before. He's going to step on that ball and grab it. Oh, nice little spin move, eh? Almost going to shake him. Ooh, sidestep, both triggers and the right stick to make that one. Here we go over the middle of the field. Kuechly's coming, looking right over top. Oh, look at the way he's going to get that nice look behind user lurk. See, I was covering deep that whole way with the user, which you have to do sometimes if they do end up passing and you're in this defense. So it's one thing to look out for. You can get caught in it. So that's why I suggest not overusing it. Try to be timely with it. So that way when they only have generally a couple wide receivers or this kind of a deuce kind of close look, you can kind of shut it down. He had someone wide open on the left side of the field, but it doesn't have the time to develop it because you can get the pressure in there. When it's only 2 wideouts against you, really, then you can get to commit the man coverage to shut it down as well. So it's pretty versatile defense. See, I'm getting a lot of sacks in here pretty quick. We've only got a couple men on the field. You can cover the 2 wideouts by man coverage, and then user a tight end or whatever the third route might be, and you'll have those zones generally are enough to cover everything else when the pressure gets in there. Those contains on the field are dangerous. If you're not using contain blitzes by hitting the left trigger and RB button or the L2 and R1 button L1 and R2 button on PS4, then you really don't know what you're missing on, because they are the sacks to get in heat. So thanks a lot for checking out this video. I've been Time Bomb. I'll catch you guys later.